Welcome back to PlayOnSports.com as we are in Game 2 with Game 1, Francis Parker defeating St. Anthony. And Game 2, we have Army-Navy from Carlsbad, California, right next door to where we are now up in northern San Diego County, and Lincoln High School coming down from Tacoma, Washington. And this should be a heck of a matchup as we have Division I talent all over the court.
Lincoln, what a great nickname, the Lincoln Abes there. 5-0, great talented team from, as you said, from the great Northwest, and they're going against an Army-Navy team, very talented squad in their own right, 6-1, and they got a big man in the middle, not a 7-1 senior, already committed to Oregon State. So he doesn't have to worry about where he's going to be playing his college ball, as he already knows that. Now he can just have a great senior season and to lead these talented Warriors to wherever they may fall this year.
Lincoln in their road black uniforms with the white trim. And you have Army-Navy will be the designated home team with the white uniforms with black and gold trim. Army-Navy, the starting five. Devin Watson, the junior, averaging 23 points per game and about 5 assists per game. And he is being looked at by all sorts of schools. He'll have his choice next year when he enters his senior year. Brad Nowakowski, Ahmad Diarra, Shea Njai, the big guy who averages 12 points a game and 13 rebounds a game and about 5 blocks a game. He is heading to Oregon State. And Caleb Morris are the starting five for Army-Navy. Meanwhile, the starting five for Lincoln, Trayshawn Fletcher, the senior, heading to Colorado next year to play his college ball. Meanwhile, Deontay Simon, Ahmad Rory, the junior, who is verbally committed to Cal to play his college basketball. Armand Davis and Jamari Finney, the senior, round out the starting five for the Abes of Lincoln High.
Yeah, and their approach to this game is to really play up-tempo, see if they could tire out this taller Warriors squad and then just use their athleticism and see if that's the best way to combat this tall front line of Army and Navy.
Tall indeed. You look at Shea Njai, and we saw him walking before the game. He looks like a grown NBA player.
Yeah, I mean, he
walked by, whoa, who's this guy?
He looks like he's ready to play at the next level.
And not only, a lot of times you see 7-footers that are, kind of tall and lanky, and this guy is tall and built as a 7-footer.
Yeah, he looks like he could get down in the post, and it's going to be hard to move him away. But you take a look at the other players, 6'3", 6'6", so they got a tall front line. As they mean business.
And Lincoln wins the tip. And it is Ahmad Rory, this junior point guard. Again, heading to Cal for his college ball once he graduates. Rory now for three. Drains the first shot attempt. And just like that, Lincoln has the early lead. Army-Navy will try to respond. Devin Watson, the point guard, the junior point guard, again being looked at by all sorts of schools. Three-point shot attempt from Ahmad Diarra, no good. Lincoln has it, and they'll fire another three. And again, Trayshawn Fletcher drills a three. And just like that, it's 6-0 Lincoln. Watson tries to get into the paint. Diarra drives in, off the glass, got it to go. Nice shot there by Diarra.
Yeah, he averages just a little over 12 points a game. Got great penetration into the lane, Andrew, for that first bucket for Army-Navy.
First shot attempt missed there. Armand Davis misses the three. Offensive rebound, however. Another three-point attempt from Lincoln is good, as Ahmad Rory with his second three of the first minute in this ball game.
Give credit to Fletcher, who got that loose ball on the ground, picked it up, kicked it back outside to Rory for that open three.
9-2, and we've only played a minute and a half. As Lincoln has the lead. Caleb Morris back to Watson. Watson gets it in to Njai, the big guy. Njai off the glass won't go, but he'll head to the line to shoot two. And it looks like they're going to get Jamari Finney with the foul, his first personal, the team first.
Yeah, once again, widespread by Njai to get into that post. And Finney had all he can handle, being only 6'1", as he gave up a foot advantage onto Njai, and he got inside of the paint and really made it easy.
Njai at the line, getting ready to shoot number one, misses number one. Heading to Corvallis next year to play his college basketball, Oregon State.
A beautiful campus, great school. He should have a great, great 4 years.
An up-and-coming school in the basketball ranks as well. They've always been kind of football school, not really known for their basketball, but as of late, they've really recruited very well and are playing very well in the Pac-12, and they're going to welcome the 7-footer next year, that is for sure, as he knocks down 1 and 2.
Yeah, they were a powerhouse way back when, I believe.
Craig Robinson, the head coach. Yeah. Of course, his sister is the First Lady of the United States.
Yeah, it's somebody famous. I think Michelle, I believe.
Three-point attempt there from Lincoln, no good. A steal from Lincoln and a throwdown from Trayshawn Fletcher. And a timeout called by Army-Navy as they have fallen behind 11-3 with 5:57 left in the first quarter. This Lincoln team can put up points fast.
Yeah, and what I liked about it is they said they wanted an up-tempo, and they've gotten it here early on. As their up-tempo is really to hit from all spots on the court, Andrew. And they're working the threes and getting inside on the loose balls and really powering in the paint. And right now, Army-Navy, they gotta slow this game down a bit and get their big man involved. And right now, they can't. And really, when you talk about being up-tempo, you got to make your baskets to keep it up-tempo. And that's exactly what the Abes are doing here in the early on.
And I think they have to have one of the best mascots in all of high school sports, the Lincoln High Abes, like Abraham Lincoln.
I'll give him that. Yep. That's a nice one.
I don't think they brought their mascot down with them, but I'd like to see if they found the 6'5" guy that the basketball team hasn't recruited to play on the team.
Yeah, you don't want to bring the hat inside the building. Might block a few views.
Three-point attempt is nailed by Caleb Morris coming out of the timeout, and the lead trimmed back down to 6, 11-5. Caleb Morris with his first bucket of the ball game. Ahmad Rory, again, only a junior, swings back outside. Gets it out to Davis. And another three is up and good from Ahmad Rory. He has 3 threes, and we're barely 2.5 minutes in.
Yeah, he's not bashful to shoot that ball.
Only a junior. Coach Montgomery at Cal, very excited to have him coming in a couple of years. Watson on the other end lays it up and in. I think we're going to eclipse last game's total in the first quarter.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I go, that game was a defensive battle, 43-42, and I think we'll get that in the first half.
Ball knocked away after the three-point shot was no good, and a missed dunk on the other end from Armand Davis. However, Lincoln is able to get the offensive rebounds. And we have a foul as Fletcher takes it in. 14-7, 4:44 left in the first quarter.
I think they're going to.
Nowakowski charged with the foul.
And Nowakowski, smallest man on the court at 5'10", desperately holding on to the guard there for Lincoln, and as he tied him up.
And Njai with a block of Fletcher. And Army-Navy gets it back. Njai made that look easy.
Yeah, that time, first time they try to get inside.
Njai lays it up and in, and he is fouled. He is a beast down low, and that's putting it lightly.
Kayshawn Johnson, 6'2" junior, was all over the big man, and he couldn't tie him up as he got up and in, and going now for that three-point play.
It's amazing watching him out there. How big he is.
What do you love about it? He uses his entire frame, his 7'1" frame, to get himself positioned in the paint, and he went up hard with the basket. Not bashful at all.
14-10. So after the big barrage of threes by Lincoln, Army-Navy only down by 4.
Oh, coming over. Nice
and Njai just throws that one away as Satterwhite tried to put up a floater, and Njai wouldn't have any of that. Three-point shot attempt from Rory. His 4th three in the first quarter. And we're not even halfway through the first quarter at that.
Coach
Watson drives in, gets it off the glass.
Coach Carantino's got to say, somebody cover that guy beyond the 3.
And Rory has the ball stripped away, goes out of bounds. It will stay with Lincoln. 17-12, 4:01 left in the first quarter. We got some talent on the court, ladies and gentlemen. There's about 5 players out there that will be playing D1 within the next couple of years. And the foul is going to be called, and that was the right call. Foul called there
Dada.
on Diata.
Number 3, Akaji Diata.
So 17-12, 3:54 remaining.
Warrior team foul.
And Lincoln will inbound from right in front of their bench to Rory, who has been pretty much unstoppable in the first 4 minutes with 4 threes in the first 4 minutes of the ball game. Ball dribbling around by Eckwood, who's checked into the ball game. Satterwhite has the ball knocked away, but they're going to call a jump ball, and the arrow is pointing towards Army-Navy.
Great defensive reaction there by Caleb Morris to tie up the guard there, recognizing when the ball was right there for him to be had. He tied him up. Nice recognition there.
Devin Watson, a clear out, gets in the paint, throws it back outside, the reset. And we have a foul away from, I believe they're going to call that on Fletcher.
Number 11, Keshawn Johnson.
No,
Oh,
Johnson.
no, Johnson.
On the big man.
Third Lincoln team foul. Checking in number
The junior Johnson gets called for his first personal. 17-12, 3:22 left in the first. Watson looking to get the ball inbounded to Njai. Njai is fouled as he flips it up. Can't get the shot to go, but he'll head back to the line. What an advantage that is to have a guy that's 7'1" and weighs about 250 pounds underneath. There he can just lob it up to him anytime he needs to. I wish I had him on my team.
But look at the defense that Coach Shelton is using. He's using now his third guy. He's basically using their fouls to see if he can tire out the big man. As you know.
And Njai seems to be a good free throw shooter as he is 3 of 4 thus far. Hopefully I didn't jinx him.
And he seems to be used to this type of defense where you try to hack him and try to play him that way because he just can't compete with his height.
Knocks down the free throw. So Njai with 6 points in the early going here. 17-14, Lincoln on top by 3. Rory drives, swings it out. Gets it over to Satterwhite. Back to Rory. Rory in the paint and has the ball knocked away, but a travel called first, giving it back to Army-Navy. So after that offensive barrage in the first half of this quarter, Army-Navy seems to have settled down a little bit.
Yeah, that timeout by the coaching staff of Army-Navy kind of settled the team down, and now they're back in their rhythm offensively and defensively.
Watson to Njai. Njai behind the three-point line. Back over to Watson. Watson's going to launch a deep three. It's going to be short. And Rory will push it forward now for Lincoln. Nice pass down low. And a foul as Satterwhite tried to reverse it up and in. Or check that as Eckwood tried to reverse it up and in.
Foul there on David Torres, the sophomore. A little reach in as going to the line is Eckwood.
So Eckwood will try to extend this Lincoln lead. Eckwood first free throw attempt is up and good. Eckwood will try to make this a 5-point advantage with his second free throw here. Again, Lincoln coming down from Tacoma, Washington.
And the Abes use that entire roster as they run players in and out after each whistle.
Eckwood misses the second free throw. Njai with the rebounds.
And if you're going to play up tempo, you gotta have the stamina.
Watson loses the ball. Pushing the other way is Warren, and he has the ball knocked away, but a foul is going to be called on Njai, and he quickly raises his hand and says, "Yeah, I got him." And that will send Lincoln back to the free throw line, and that's going to be Justice Warren.
He anticipated Warren going to the left side of the rim, but he reversed it to the right, and that's why he fouled him. He would have had a clean block if he stayed on course to the left side. So smart play by Ende.
Warren misses free throw number 1 of 2. Lincoln has to be a little upset, leaving Tacoma, coming down to San Diego, thinking they're going to have some nice weather, but a nice thunderstorm greeting them here this morning.
Well, he must have been used to that. Up there in the great Northwest.
He misses both free throws, and a jump ball is called on the rebound attempt. The arrow is going towards Lincoln. A lot of great basketball up in the Northwest, and people that play on know that. I'm kind of the Northwest guru when it comes to the sports, as I lived up there for a little bit. And it rains so much up there that they all play basketball because it's inside. And their basketball teams up there are pretty tough.
Yeah, nice job there.
As Barsh gets that one from underneath. But a lot of players, if you take away Watson on the other end, puts up a floater, won't go. And the rebound and shot attempt from Azubuike won't go, and the rebound comes down to Fletcher. Fletcher has it on the top left, swings it back over to the other end, over to Barsh, but it goes out of bounds. Back to the Northwest story. If you take away the major cities in New York, Chicago, and L.A., the next city that has the most NBA players produced is Seattle. Active. Yeah. There are all sorts of players from the Northwest in the NBA.
Well, two come quickly to my mind are Jamal Crawford and Nate Robinson, both from that area up there. I think they played high school ball together.
Brandon Roy, Jason Terry, Martell Webster, Spencer Hawes, all sorts of players that have come out of the Northwest because it rains so much that they have nothing else to do but play basketball inside. Njai down low, his shot won't go. Offensive rebound is up and in from Azubuike. 20-16, Lincoln has the lead. Ball knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Lincoln as Barsh tried to drive that one in.
Nice defensive play there by Watson. He thought he was going to steal the ball, but it went right off of his hands and out of bounds. I thought it might have went off of Barsh's leg, but only Watson touched that basketball.
24, Justice Warren.
Inbounds. Fletcher off the glass, scores it. And he was fouled as well. So Trayshawn Fletcher will head to the line and try to convert the three-point play.
Dada with his second foul. Great inbounds play there by the Abes. Saw Trayshawn Fletcher open in the paint. He took it hard to the goal and drew the foul. More importantly, got the basket.
And Fletcher converts a three-point play. His 8th point of the first quarter. Rory has 12 with his 4 threes.
Mitch Kohler coming in now, the senior for Dada. Number 24 for the Warriors.
Nice pass down low, and the finish from Mitch Kohler. 23-18. Lincoln has the lead, and the ball is thrown away back to Army-Navy.
Rory thought he had an open player, teammate on the baseline, threw it away from him. So costly turnover there by the Abes.
Watson goes behind the back. And we have a foul away from the play. And it's going to go against Lincoln as Njai was being held. He must be used to that.
Number 11, Kashawn Johnson commits his second personal.
And that one's called on Johnson.
Number 3.
Number 44, Jamari Finney, replacing 11, Kashawn Johnson.
Ball is inbounded. Three-point shot attempt is up and no good from Nowakowski. On the other end, Fletcher puts up a tough shot. It won't go. Rory with the offensive rebound. He'll put up a floater and score it.
Floater good for number 14, Ahmad Rory.
His 14th point of the first quarter.
First 2-point bucket.
Watson, nice spin move in the lane. Got it to go. Beautiful shot by Devin Watson. 25-20.
Great ball control by Watson there.
Rory fadeaway won't go, but he was fouled before the shot attempt. So Army-Navy commits, I believe that's their 6th team foul. Yeah, and that's going against Watson.
Yeah, Rory gave him a great head fake, and then Watson couldn't move his feet fast enough, used his hands to draw the foul, playing defense.
Barsh on the left wing, picks up his dribble, swings up to Fletcher. Fletcher from straightaway now gets into the paint, puts up a shot, and offensive foul is going to be called against Fletcher. His first foul.
Try to overpower Kohler right there. Didn't need to. He had a step advantage. Didn't have to lower the shoulder. Not a smart play by Trayshawn.
Replacing number 4, Trayshawn Fletcher.
Watson bringing the ball up as there's about a 1-second differential between the shot and game clock to end the quarter, but that will be a moot point as the shot is up, no good. Offensive rebound from Kohler. His second shot won't go. The ball rolls out of bounds and will go back to Lincoln.
Kohler had 2 good looks at the basket, couldn't convert either one. That's awfully frustrating.
Trayshawn Fletcher. Stepping out, number 5, Deontay Simon. And 44, Jabari Finney.
Inbounding the ball is number 3, Barsh.
And 14 seconds left on the clock for the first quarter. Barsh, nice crossover. Gets it up to Eckwood. Tough fall away from Rory now. His shot won't fall, and the rebound comes down to Njai. He couldn't hold on to it. It's knocked away, and Army-Navy will have one final heave at as the ball is knocked loose, but the shot will be no good. So at the end of one quarter, 25-20 is the score. Army-Navy trails Lincoln from Tacoma, Washington here on PlayOnSports.com.
Today's game is brought to you by Give It, highlights life epic moments with Give It, and by the Lucky Duck Foundation, whose mission is to raise awareness and funds for charitable causes. And also the Torrey Pines Bank, where business gets done. Now stay tuned for the PlayOnSports.com postgame show, where we will select our player of the game and also have a live interview with that player. That's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
I'm Andrew Jensen alongside Thomas Conroy from Torrey Pines High School in northern San Diego County and Del Mar, as we are in game 2 of this Under Armour Holiday Classic. The first game, Francis Parker from here in the San Diego area defeated St. Anthony from Long Beach in overtime. They beat them by a point. This is game 2, and we're already almost at the point mark in that first one with the 25-20 score at the end of one.
Yeah, a lot of scoring action, and great play as we were talking about. Nade he scored 6 points in that quarter. 4 of them came from the charity stripe, so he's used to that. We're probably going to see him a lot going to that, getting fouled in the paint offensively and going to that foul line, and we'll see how he does today.
So Army-Navy will start the second quarter with the basketball. Watson out to Nowakowski, back to Watson. Watson had an open look, passes on it, back to Nowakowski. He'll fire the 3, won't go. And the rebound comes down to Trayshawn Fletcher. Fletcher has the ball down low. Now a 3-point shot is up and good. That was knocked down by Armand Davis, and the lead boosted back up to 8. Fletcher was guarding Nowakowski there for a moment. Ball knocked away. Now back on over to Davis. Has the ball knocked away, but it will stay with Lincoln.
Yeah, Nowakowski, good read there. Got into the passing lane quick. Thought he was going to have a steal. Just slipped off his hands and out of bounds. But nice reaction by the youngster.
Fletcher swings it out. Back up top, but the ball is deflected. It will stay with Lincoln as Armand Davis let that one go out of bounds, but deflected out by Army-Navy.
Yeah, Nowakowski once again getting really active in the passing lanes there and deflected another ball out of bounds.
Fletcher to Rory. Rory back up top. Rory, nice pass down low, and shot won't fall, but Eckwood was fouled, and he'll head to the line to shoot too. Rory is lightning quick.
Yeah, got in that lane awfully fast and really brought the defense towards him. They get that nice smooth move to the basket for Eckwood. He just could not capitalize on it.
21, Josh Eckwood.
So Eckwood at the line, shooting 2. Free throw is up and gets the roll.
Entering the game, number 10.
Mitch Caller got the foul called on him.
29-20 the score. Lincoln on top, 6:54 left here in the first half.
Quickly for the leading scorers in the first quarter, Watson and Nade with 6 points each for Army and Navy. And for Lincoln, leading all scorers, Ahmad Rory with 14 points.
Lincoln putting on a full court press here. Army-Navy able to break it. Watson's going to fire, and his shot rims out. But Diatta saves it with the offensive rebound. Back to Watson, now to Nowakowski. Nowakowski drives baseline, and he is fouled as he was trying to pass it down to Njai.
Called the foul on Trayshawn Fletcher. That's his second.
Winner of this game gets the winner out of St. Augustine and Jordan High School. St. Augustine from here in the San Diego area, and Jordan coming down from Long Beach. That game will be played later on today here on PlayOnSports.com.
Yeah, two good schools.
St. Augustine, one of the stronger teams here in the county of San Diego, as Nowakowski misses.
And that game is coming up next here on Play On at 2:45 scheduled tip.
Mid-range shot up, no good from Rory, and Njai with the rebound. Watson bringing the ball up. Watson to Nowakowski. Nowakowski down to Njai, score it. Nice ball movement there by Army-Navy. 30-22.
Gave the ball in perfect position to Ndai to get that basket.
Offensive rebound is pulled down by Morris after the shot was no good from Lincoln. Watson behind the back to Caleb Morris, who fires a three and gets it.
Defense just lost him right there. Kind of contracted inside of the big man, left Morris open at the top of the key for that easy three. Quick timeout here by Lincoln.
5:54 left in the first half. Lincoln on top, 30-25.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here this afternoon? Then tell your school to sign up for Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
So Army-Navy has been trailing throughout, but they refuse to go away. Every time the game starts to get to close to double figures, Army-Navy comes running down the court and making some big shots. Right now they trail by 5.
Yeah, and the key thing for them is they got the big 7-footer there that kind of equalizes everything. You get into him and you're gonna draw a lot of defenders his way.
Ball knocked away. It goes to Army-Navy.
And bringing the defenders towards him allows, obviously, the opening on the outside. Your perimeter shooters have to make their shots.
Watson from straight away crosses over, using the pick from Njai, trying to set up the pick and roll. Now a swing and across over to Morris. Ball knocked away.
Great play by Davis.
Nice pass down low to Rory, and Rory will score it down low.
That's his first bucket here in the second quarter, but it came after a great pass by number 22, Amon Davis.
And Watson answers on the other end with a floater.
Yeah, he can get himself into the paint for a 6-footer. Very elusive. I love his moves towards the basket.
To Rory, straight away. Rory behind the back, pulls up from 2, got it.
2-point basket, number 14, Amon Rory.
And Rory.
He's making it look easy. 18 points in the first half.
We have a foul on the defensive side on Lincoln. I believe that is going against
I think it's going to be
Rory. Yeah, that is going to be Rory, his first personal.
He got tied up in the day, and they called the foul on him. It could have went either way, I thought.
Number 5, Deontay Simon. Number 2.
And Watson will head to the line. Oops.
I think on the no, it's all right. I think on the switch off there with Rory, he just tried to tie him up and with the big man, and did not want to allow him on the mismatch to get down low into the post.
Watson scores on the front end of the 1-and-1. Well, now they're saying that Watson shouldn't be shooting the free throw. He knocked the first one down.
Well, initially, I thought the foul was on number 5, Nede, because that's who he originally tied up on the switch off.
So they're going to have to take a point away from Watson as he made the first one. So 2 more will come here from Njai.
Hate to lose those points. You're a coach, right, Andrew?
Oh, yeah. Every point is crucial, especially from the free throw line. And Njai misses the front end. Driving on the other end for Lincoln is Satterwhite, but he couldn't finish, and
travel by
Rory
Rory.
knocked down a jump shot, but they're going to whistle it as a travel.
Yeah, he had no space there to move with the ball and try to get a little closer to the basket, and he traveled with it.
Watson using the pick from Njai. Drives in, floats it in, and got it.
Got the step advantage on the defender and then slid across into the lane and by him for that easy basket. Great play by Devin Watson.
4:12 remaining, 34-29. Lincoln on top. Rory getting in the paint, trying to pass it down low. Back up top now. Satterwhite fires from mid-range, won't go, and the rebound comes down to Watson. And Watson going to push. Watson in the lane, dishes it off to Diatta, and Diatta's mid-range shot won't fall. Watson thinking he probably should have shot that.
He should have. He had an easy basket as the defenders were moving back towards the goal.
Rory for three again. Got it.
Now with 21 points.
Rory knows what to do with the basket. That time, too much movement defensively left him wide open, and he hit an easy jumper.
21 points, and we still have 3:25 left in the second quarter. Rory with 5 threes. Njai in the paint, and his shot won't, or it goes, but they're going to say he was fouled before the shot attempt, and that will send Njai to the line for 1-1.
Yeah, Johnson's third.
Foul church number 11, Keshawn Johnson.
That's just too much of a matchup for him at 6'2". Njai 7'1". That's really no contest.
Shooting the 1-and-1 for the Warriors, number 5, Shea Njai.
So 37-29, Lincoln has the lead. Ahmad Rory, the junior guard, has 21 of the 37.
That's nice.
Njai knocks down the front end of the 1-and-1. 37-30.
And averages a double-double offensively, offensively points-wise and rebounding.
Second free throw rims out from Njai, and the rebound comes down to Eckwood.
8 points per game, 12 rebounds per game at 12.0.
Pass, and we have a travel called there on Eckwood. Little indecisive there. He wanted to, looking for Deontay Simon, but at the same time he was thinking maybe should I shoot it and drag the pivot, give it back to Army-Navy. 3:05 left in the first half, 37-30. Lincoln on top.
Army-Navy is kind of hanging around here.
Nice pass by Watson, and the layup is no good from Kohler. And we have a foul called on somebody after the shot.
Yeah, Kohler got good position. Once again, just missed it. That time went in and out of the basket. Second opportunity, he got hammered.
Justice Warren called for the foul, his second. And 2 free throws coming here for Army-Navy.
Davis, replacing 24, Justice Warren.
They've been hanging out at 30 for a while here. They got to score some points, Army-Navy. Missing some easy opportunities from the free throw line.
And knocks down 1 of 2. (37-31). Armand Davis over to Deontay Simon. Now to Rory. Rory using a pick. Crosses over and has the ball knocked away. And now Wachowski has it, but he'll be whistled for a travel, giving it right back to Lincoln.
A little too aggressive there. Brad Nowakowski trying to get between 2 defenders, then put the ball on the floor. So call for the travel, easy call.
Rory from the wing, being guarded by Nowakowski. Now at the free throw line, picks up his dribble, has it knocked away, but he was fouled. And that's going to send Rory to the line for 1-1.
And nobody helped him up once he stopped his dribble. Kind of that, and that's what happens when you score a lot of points like that. You tend to see your teammates kind of watch you do your one-on-one and get kind of lost in the offense. And when you need help, they're just not there for you. So it's kind of a give and take there when you have a prolific scorer like Ahmad Rory.
So Rory at the line trying to add to his 21-point total. Free throw is up and good. So one more coming the way for Rory, knocking the front end down. We have a sub coming in here. It's going to be Josiah Barsh going to check in, but he's checking in for Shooter. So he'll be coming in for Rory after this free throw. Knocks it down.
3, Josiah Barsh, replacing 14, Ahmad Rory.
First time we've seen him off the court today.
39-31, 2:22 left in the first half. Watson bringing the ball up. Watson picks up his dribble and tries to find Njai, gets it over to him. Njai now will get it back up to Nowakowski.
He doesn't like it in that corner getting the basket. He wants it down in that low box.
Watson, dangerous pass, but is able to complete it and score it as he got it to Caleb Morris. Passed it across court, and Morris is able to corral it and put it up and in. The lead down to 6, 39-33.
But he threw it only where Morris can get it. He was on the baseline. I agree with you, a little dangerous, but got the play done.
Three-point shot is short and knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Lincoln. Three-point shot attempt from Barsh. It looked like it may have been partially blocked. At least I hope it was, because the shot wasn't even close to hitting the rim there. So I'm thinking that's what it was, and the referees are going to discuss it now.
They want to make sure that the ball, they want to make sure nobody partially deflected it. Kind of a tough angle for the ref underneath the basket.
And they will say yes, giving it back to Lincoln. And a quick 5-second count gives it back to Army-Navy. So the Warriors have a chance to claw a little bit closer. They haven't been able to get much closer to 6. So they'll have an opportunity now. Oh, it's actually a foul called on Finney, not a 5-second violation.
His second foul.
And I'll give it back to Army-Navy. Watson, another tough pass, gets it across, but a missed shot. Offensive rebound, up and in.
It's Kohler with the basket. That's his 5th point.
Foul charge number 3, Josiah Barsh. His first
Josiah Barsh
foul.
with the foul, that's his first.
Count the basket for number 24, Scott McGarry.
Scott McGarry is wearing number 24 here this afternoon. So that's been McGarry who has been scoring.
Ah, okay.
So he knocked down the field goal and knocks down the free throw to pull him within 3. (39-36), 1:28 remaining. Barsh has the ball knocked away. Watson now in the paint, loses it out of bounds back to Lincoln.
Smart play by Rory right there to cut him off at the impasse at the top of the key.
Armand Davis in the paint. Right-handed shot is blocked away by Njai. And McGarry comes up with it. And it's going to be Watson over to the corner. Three-point shot attempt is short from Morris. Offense rebound by McGarry. Puts it up and in. And all of a sudden we have a 1-point game.
So the Abes are kind of stagnant offensively.
And right when you say that, Josiah Barsh drains a 3. 42-38. Watson. Trying to get it in. Njai finds him. Njai puts it up and in.
2 points for number 5, Shea Njai.
This game is shaping up to be one of those games that who has it last. 25 seconds.
Njai was so silky smooth underneath the
And
basket.
they could have called a foul down there.
He let the defender go by so he can have an easy layup. Smart play.
15 seconds. Shot clock is off, but Barsh puts up a wild shot but is bailed out with the foul call.
McGarry.
And that will send Barsh to the line to shoot 2.
Foul charge number 1.
Devin Watson called with it. That's his second personal.
9th Warrior team foul. 2 foul shots for Lincoln, number 3, Josiah Barsh.
Barsh, his first free throw rims out. He'll have another one coming his way. Barsh getting ready for his second free throw, and that one is good. 1 of 2 from the line, extends the lead to 3, 43-40. And Army-Navy will have it with 13.8 left. The shot clock is turned off, and Lincoln putting on a little bit of a press. Down to 7 seconds. Watson has it across the half court. 5 seconds. Watson, a fall away 3, won't go. Njai comes storming in, can't get the rebound. Shot at the buzzer is no good from Lincoln, and that will do it for the first half. What an exciting first half we had with Lincoln from Tacoma, Washington on top of Army-Navy 43-40 here on PlayOnSports.com. We'll step aside. We'll come back with the second half in just a bit here on PlayOnSports.com. Welcome back to PlayOnSports.com as we are just moments away from the second half with Lincoln High and Army-Navy. As Lincoln has a 3-point advantage, 43-40. I'm Andrew Jensen alongside Thomas Conroy. And Thomas, it was an exciting first half, a lot of scoring from a lot of different talented players.
Yeah, and to me, the light was shining brightest from Ahmad Rory. 23 points, set the tone by hitting his first four shots were 3-pointers, and this really dominated for the Abes.
Rory up top, and the first shot of the second half is a three, drained by Armand Davis to bring the lead back up to 6. 46-40, 7:39 left, and we have a foul called.
Yeah, if I had one critique of Lincoln in that first half, that they became a little bit stagnant offensively towards the tail end before half. And they got to pick up the tempo, and they seem to start it right off there with a nice three by Davis.
Inbounded to Njai at the free throw line. Njai squares and will be whistled for a travel, giving it back. Good defensive play by Lincoln. They kind of pulled the chair from underneath them.
Yeah, that was the old, who made that famous? I forget, in the NBA, you should always let the guy roll back into him. I think it was the Nasty Boys back when.
So Rory will try to pick up where he left off. Instead, he'll dish off to Satterwhite, who misses a three-point attempt. Watson will get into the paint, fire a long two, shot off the back of the rim, and the rebound comes down to Ahmad Rory. Rory uses a pick, fires pass over to the corner to Simon, and Simon will be whistled for a travel, giving it back to the Warriors.
Yeah, one change that you can see from the Warriors, I think, here in the second half, play a little bit more straight up with Rory there, not allow him that opportunity to get that three off.
Watson swing back over to the far side. Nowakowski thought about the three, now will lay it up, misses the layup. And the rebound comes down to Fletcher. Fletcher throws it away. Morris swings back over to Watson. He's going to fire a three, rims out. Rebound by Diatta, puts it up and in.
Offensive rebound and a putback for number 3, Akachi Diatta.
Lincoln trying to respond. A travel is called. It could have been a 3-second there on Jamari Finney, but they call him for a travel, giving it back to Army-Navy.
Yeah, Finney trying to make a move on Ende, and that was just not going to happen as he shuffled his feet, trying to go to the basket.
Watson goes baseline, or goes to the sideline. Now drives into the paint, lays it up, scored, and he was fouled.
But he has that uncanny move, but once he gets a step advantage on the defender, he'll go straight to the goal. And boy, you can see why, at being only 6 foot, he has great offensive instincts, and that's why he averages over 23 a game.
And again, only a junior. So we have Watson, a junior, averaging 23 a game, and Ahmad Rory, the junior, who is going off right now for 23 and already committed to Cal. So 2 top juniors in this matchup. As Watson completes the three-point play, knocks down the free throw. And the lead trimmed down to 1, 46-45. Rory drives in, pulls up from the free throw line, won't get the roll. Njai with the rebound, and he'll get it out to Watson. Watson swings over to Diatta. Diatta drives baseline, puts it in off the glass, and scores it. Army-Navy has taken the lead.
Nice baseline move there by Diatta there as he got around his defender, went strong to the basket.
Timeout is called by Lincoln as they are trailing for the first time in this one. 5:45 left in the third. It's Army-Navy on top by 1, 47-46.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchup, like the game you're enjoying here this afternoon? Then tell your school to sign up for Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. So I'm Andrew Jensen alongside Thomas Conroy. Game 2 of this
Under Armour Holiday Classic here at Torrey Pines High. They've been doing this for a long time. A lot of great players have come through here over the years.
23rd annual.
A lot of players have made great NBA careers, have played in this tournament, and a lot of players trying to make great NBA careers.
Yeah, we were talking about a little bit in the first game. Michael Gilchrist and Kyrie Irving came together with St. Anthony's from Jersey City in New Jersey. Come out here and play in this prestigious tournament.
Stephon Marbury has played in here at one point. And we have a whistle going against Army-Navy coming out of the timeout.
Speaking, I do remember that game with Marbury because that made the New York Daily News. He went off for 40 in the championship game, I believe, out here in the semifinal in that tournament game.
Diotta gets charged with his third personal. He's going to have to go take a seat, and he was playing well. Had 4 points in the early going here in the third quarter. Fletcher fires a three, won't get the roll.
Oh.
Njai comes flying in for the rebound.
Perfect rebound right there by Ndai. Great technique.
Watson, beautiful pass to Njai, and he is tripped and hits the deck. And a foul is called on the ground. Njai is being helped up. Probably takes about 4 players to bring him up.
Eckwood tried to converge on him there from the weak side and just came too soon as he jumped on him for the foul.
Eckwood charged with the personal. We have a whistle underneath, and I believe this one is going against McGarry. Or excuse me, Justice Warren is called. That's his third personal. McGarry gets it underneath, and now he is called with the foul as he ran over a defender. And he'll give it back to Lincoln.
His second foul. He had a nice first half, McGarry. He averages 9 a game. He scored 8 there in the first 2 quarters. Got a lot of baskets underneath and timely rebounding inside the paint.
5:07 left in the third. Fletcher picks up his dribble, trying to get it to a guard over. Now he'll get it back. Swings up to Johnson. And the ball knocked away by Watson. Watson comes up with it. He'll take it the other way, lay it off the glass. He won't make the bucket, but he'll head to the line to shoot 2. And so all of a sudden, Lincoln having a hard time getting some quality looks at the basket.
Once again, it just seems like they're really stagnant offensively. It seems like when Ahmad Rory got up to that such a hot start, kind of looks like the offense is waiting for him to kind of score and not moving around to create opportunities for themselves offensively, the 4 remaining players on the court.
And Watson knocks down free throw 1 of 2. That foul was called against Justice Warren, his 4th personal. So he'll take a seat, and Watson drills the second free throw. And Army-Navy has opened up their biggest lead, 3, 49-46. Rory bringing the ball up. Swings it to the side, back to Rory. Rory gets in the paint. He is whistled before he gets in. And David Torres is whistled for the personal, his second personal. And Rory will inbound right in front of the coaching staff. Or now they'll change the inbounder. It's going to be Fletcher who inbounds right in front of the coaching staff of Lincoln. Rory gets the pass. Has been held scoreless. Had 23 in the first half. Has yet to score here in the second. Fletcher has the ball. He puts up a tough shot. It's altered by Njai. And Fletcher has really struggled. He got off to a hot start, but hasn't scored since the first quarter.
Yeah, he had an 8-point first quarter. Nothing in the second. And missed his shot there, his first shot.
And that one was altered by Njai. Njai came in. Hard to shoot it over a 7'1" player. Njai gets the entry pass wide open, lays it off the glass and in.
Yeah, great entry pass, and then great reaction by Njai to go to the baseline. Looking at Brad Nowakowski, he's limping, going to the trainer now over to our left. So we'll keep an eye on him. But right now, he's not even on the bench for Army-Navy.
Eckwood with the tip in after the initial shot was no good, and Eckwood puts in a much-needed bucket for Lincoln. So Watson has it straight away, quickly doubled. Now we'll get it up top. The Torres back to Watson, 12 on the shot clock. Watson to McGarry. He puts up a shot that is partially blocked by Fletcher, and Fletcher is pushed to the ground.
Caleb Morris, I believe, will get the foul.
No, it is Caleb Morris. That's his first personal. And that is the 4th team foul.
22, Armand Davis, replacing 21, Josh Eckwood.
.315 left in the third. Ooh. Ball knocked away. McGarry comes up with it to Watson. Watson picks up his dribble. Now will fire a mid-range shot. It won't go, and the rebound comes down to Lincoln. Fletcher underneath is fouled by Njai as Fletcher challenged him, and Njai will get called for his second.
It came in late, did Njai right there. Tried to make the block, but got there a little too late, and he got more body for the foul. That's his second. Getting back to that last scoring opportunity for Army and Navy, steal by McGarry, he gives it off to Watson. You have to score on that. They had the numbers offensively, just couldn't execute a good play.
And Fletcher misses free throw number 1, getting ready for his second free throw attempt. University of Colorado bound senior. Second free throw is good. His first point since the first quarter, giving him 9 for the ball game. Watson to Njai. Njai straight away behind the three-point line, has the ball stripped away, and it's knocked out of bounds, and it goes back to Army-Navy. And a timeout is going to be called by the Warriors. They want to talk it over here as they have a 2-point advantage, 2:42 left in the third here on PlayOnSports.com.
Play on Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us on Play on Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. And you can also have access to thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
So Thomas has been a tale of two halves. Lincoln really controlled the early part of that first half, and then Army-Navy started to make some adjustments and chip away at the lead, and now they have a 2-point advantage.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Lincoln, they're just not getting anything offensively from any of their players right now, and they got to really now hopefully kind of depend on their defense to kind of create turnovers and get them more scoring opportunities.
Beautiful pass, and Caleb Morris is able to finish it. Watson with the assist. Brings it back to a 4-point lead.
Yeah, Morris slipped in behind the defense. Easy pass to get him when he was open for that bucket.
And Rory has been quiet here in the second half. He'll pass it off. Now a 3-point shot is up. It's an air ball put up by Eckwood. And Watson has it now for the Warriors. Watson has it. 17 on the shot clock, 1:48 on the game clock. Nice crossover by Watson. Gets in the paint, has the shot blocked away. It will stay with the Warriors with 7 on the shot clock.
Yeah, great penetration there by Watson. He's really challenging the defense to kind of come out of it a bit and try to play a man-to-man, and then he uses the speed to go right around the defender, work his way into the paint.
Inbound pass. Back to Watson. Watson fires a 3. Got it. Big shot by Watson. 7-point advantage. Ball knocked out of bounds. It will go off of Barsh, giving it back to Army-Navy.
Yeah, with that bucket, 18 points for Watson off of that three-pointer.
Ball knocked away, and Lincoln comes up with a turnover. Shot up and in, count it. As Armand Davis scores the bucket from underneath, and he was fouled. He'll head to the line to shoot one.
But if a team ever needed a bucket to get themselves back into the game, exactly that's what the Abes needed off of that loose ball pickup by Davis, and he went hard to the basket. Count it, got fouled, now looking for a three-point play.
Free throw is good from Davis, the junior. Watson having a hard time crossing half court, close to a 10-second count. Gets across with about a second to spare. Njai spins in, loses possession, and it goes out of bounds to Lincoln.
Yeah, he thought he was going to get to Dada cutting in on the baseline. Hit it too hard of a pass and was behind him.
Little floater in the lane from Davis. Misses the first one, but knocks down the second one with the rebound.
Nice give and go between him and Fletcher for the bucket.
And Watson misses the floater, but he was fouled. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Running out of room here on my score sheet for Watson, as he'll head to the line.
Number 3, Josiah Barsh.
Barsh with the foul, that's his second.
6th Lincoln team foul.
49.4 remaining.
Number 1, Devin Watson.
And Watson misses the first of two. So Watson trying to give his team a three-point advantage. They're up by 2 as of right now. Second one is good.
9-point third quarter for Watson. He's one of the leaders of this team, and he really has helped them get back into this basketball game and now take a lead.
Rory trying to get on the scoring column, misses a shot, gets his own rebound and puts it up and in.
And he went up over the big man, Nade, for that bucket, so nicely done.
Watson gets in the paint, spins around, he'll be whistled for a travel, giving it back to Lincoln. And Lincoln can hold for the final shot here of the third quarter as they have the basketball with 24.9 remaining.
Yeah, a few minutes ago, looked it was going to be questionable whether or not they would maintain a lead here after each quarter. But if they get a bucket here before time runs out, they will lead this third quarter, and they will have led all 3 quarters.
Rory has it. 15 seconds remaining now. Down to 12 seconds. Rory picks up his dribble and gets it over to Fletcher. 8 seconds. Rory has it to 3 seconds, splits the defenders, passes it to Finney down low. The ball knocked loose. It will stay with Lincoln with .8 remaining.
Yeah, Rory that time gave it up. He had the big man coming over towards him, so that left Finney alone underneath the basket. But fortunately for them, the ball got partially deflected away from Finley, if you're Army and Navy.
Rory gets it into Fletcher. Fletcher fires at the buzzer, won't go, off the side of the rim. And that will do it for quarter number 3. So after 3 quarters, Army-Navy on top by 1, 57-56.
Under Armour is the presenting sponsor of the 23rd Annual Holiday Classic at Torrey Pine. A proud supporter of high school athletics, Under Armour's technology is complex, but its mission is simple: to make all athletes better through passion, design, and the relentless pursuit of innovation. To find out more, place an order, visit UnderArmour.com today. We'll have live coverage of basketball from around the country in March as we hit the section and state championships. March Madness will reign California and beyond as we'll bring you action from one end of the country to the other. So join us in March for championship basketball coverage brought to you by your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
It will be Army-Navy basketball to start the fourth quarter. They have a 1-point advantage. So Army-Navy erasing a double-digit deficit they had in that first half to take a 1-point lead here entering the fourth quarter. Ball is inbounded to Watson. Watson gets it over to Torres. Now McGarry has a shot blocked away by Fletcher. And it goes out of bounds back to Army-Navy, but the shot clock I don't believe should have reset. And I think that's what the referee is explaining to the coaching staff of Lincoln, and they're saying yes, it is supposed to be reset, the 35. Watson tries to bounce pass it in the Njai, but McGarry is there to intercept it even though it was the same team. And Watson this time to Njai, gets it underneath the basket, can't score it, and goes out of bounds back to Army-Navy. 15 on the shot clock. McGarry over up top. Back to Watson, 5 on the shot clock. Watson puts up a floater off the back of the rim, and it is saved and stays with the Warriors.
Yeah, right now they got to get a smart possession here to up that leader there. Is 1 point.
Goes out of bounds, stays with Army-Navy as Lincoln having a hard time getting possession of it here.
Great point distribution by Army-Navy, Andrew. They have 4 players in double figures, led by Devin Watson's 19. Nade has 13, 10 by Caleb Morris and Scott McGarity, while the Lincoln Abes only have 2 players in double figures. Amon Davis with 11, and of course, Amon Rory with 25 points, but only 2 points in that third quarter.
Army-Navy calls a timeout. 6:55 left in the fourth. The Warriors on top by 1, 57-56.
Today's game is brought to you by Give It. Highlight life's epic moments with Give It. And also brought to you by the Lucky Duck Foundation, whose mission is to raise awareness and funds for charitable causes. And also the Torrey Pines Bank, where business gets done.
So, Thomas, it's a 1-point game, 6:55 left in the fourth. Army-Navy seems to have found the remedy to slow down Ahmad Rory, who went crazy in that first half, only has 2 points here in the second.
Yeah, and that's been really the telltale sign here in the second half, is Lincoln has to find a way to get that talented guard some good shooting opportunities to kind of get him hot again and hopefully kind of eke out a win here. But on the other side, as you said, Army-Navy looked like they were going to get blitzes as they really couldn't handle that fast-paced, frenetic pace of Lincoln, but they somehow found a way to slow it down, and more importantly, distributing the basketball among their starters. They get great scoring and great scoring opportunities.
Watson to McGarry. McGarry misses the layup, point blank, and it goes out of bounds to Lincoln. One official said Lincoln, the other one said Army-Navy. Now they're going to discuss it.
Great feed to McGarity, and he just missed that layup. It kind of front rimmed it, and the ball looked like knocked out of bounds, and it finally said that McGarity knocked it out, so the ball will be Lincoln.
Point blank missed shot.
Those are frustrating.
So Rory bringing the ball up. Rory, tough follow-away shot and got it to go.
I love the way he worked to the spot where he wanted to hit that jumper, and that's exactly what he did. As now the pressure defense causes a turnover by Army-Navy.
Army-Navy turns it over, giving it back to Lincoln, who has reclaimed the lead. They're up 58-57, and they have the basketball, 6:29 left.
Yeah, a little modified press, nicely done there by Lincoln to create the turnover.
Rory being guarded by Torres. Up to Fletcher. Fletcher fires and drains a three.
assisted by Torrey.
So the two players that did a lot of damage in the first quarter are starting to wake up. As the last 5 points have been scored between Fletcher and Rory. And now Lincoln putting on a little bit of a press, causing some issues. Army-Navy will inbound again from the side after it was knocked out. Watson drives in, misses. McGarry misses from underneath, and the rebound comes down to Lincoln.
And another missed opportunity, McGarity, as he's right underneath the basket. Got to make that basket.
Rebound knocked out of bounds. It was two Lincoln players going at it. It was Eckwood and Satterwhite. And the ball goes out of bounds back to Army-Navy.
That is so frustrating. You love the aggressive play by both of your team, but you got to recognize that he's your teammate, and they also have a golden opportunity for a good look at the basket.
Watson gets it over to Caleb Morris. Back to Torres. Torres, a 2-point shot, won't go. And Njai with the offensive rebound, puts it up, no good, but he was fouled. And Njai will head to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, good quick release after he got the rebound by Njai, and he got fouled by Trayshawn Fletcher.
The third on Fletcher.
7th team foul.
And the 7th on Lincoln. So for every foul from here on out will result in free throws.
Yeah, and that to me is more key than the third foul on Fletcher. He could play with 3, but really now you're in the bonus situation for the Warriors.
Njai misses the first of 2.
Number 22, Armand Davis, replacing 2, Trey Satterwhite.
Wonder if Steve Fisher, the head coach at San Diego State, made a push at Njai here at the free throw line before Oregon State gobbled them up.
Yeah, seems like his type of player.
Njai makes 1 of 2. The Aztecs needing a big man. They have James Johnson coming in, but Stevens, senior this year, correct?
Yes.
Another big man. Njai alters the shot there and is able to pick up the loose ball after Simon misses because of the defensive presence. Nice pass down low by Watson, and Njai scores it.
Yeah, once he got that inbound pass into the paint, Njai ran right up to the basket immediately. Did not waste any time. So good, strong reaction offensively for that bucket.
61-60, 4:48 left here in the fourth. Rory pulls up, mid-range shot, won't go. Njai loses the rebound. Fletcher misses a point-blank shot attempt. Fight for the loose ball. It goes out of bounds to Lincoln.
Boy, point-blank range, and really nobody contesting that shot, Fletcher. He has to make that.
So Lincoln will inbound from underneath. 4.5 to go. Three-point shot attempt up and no good from Armand Davis. And the rebound comes down to Army-Navy. Watson gets into the paint, creates some contact, lays it up and in. Count the bucket. He'll head to the line for the three-point play.
He did that all on his own right there. Nice play there by Watson. Kind of defense went away from him. He saw the opportunity as it was open in the lane for him. He went inside, got the contact, and more importantly, made the basket, and now they lead by 1.
Into the game, number 21, Josh Eckwood, replacing number 5, Deontay Simon.
So Watson at the line.
1 foul shot for the Warriors, number 1, Devin Watson.
Trying to complete the three-point play. And he does, and gives Army-Navy a 2-point advantage with 4:11 left in regulation. Fletcher drives in, picks up his dribble, gets it back up to Rory. Rory drives in, back out to Fletcher. Fletcher fires a 3, won't go, too long. Offensive rebound for a moment, but thrown away as Diatta comes up with it, and Diatta has the shot rejected And Fletcher is called for his fourth, I believe, if they call that on Fletcher.
But
it is.
Excuse me, Andrew. Bad pass there by Armand Davis. He just blindly threw it back to the top of the key. It was open easily for number 3, Dada, who went all the way to the basket. And as you said, cost him dearly now as the 4th foul is picked up by Trayshawn Fletcher.
Diotta misses the first of 2, and I don't think it was necessarily on the block they called the foul. I think it was on the body. And Lincoln calls the timeout before the second free throw can be attempted.
Yeah, I think right there, Coach Aubrey Shelton now has a big decision. Do you take Fletcher out with 3:42 to go just to kind of give yourself a little time with his 4th foul there? Because right now, you're almost going to be playing 4-on-5 if you leave him out there, simply because you don't want him defensively to get any ticky-tack foul there.
So timeout on the court, 3:42 left, and Army-Navy clinging on top, 63-61.
Stay tuned for PlayOnSports.com postgame show, where we will select our player of the game and have a live interview with that player. That's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
I'm Manager Jensen alongside Thomas Conroy. Game 2 of many.
8 tonight, 2nd of 8.
So one free throw coming here for Diotta. And he misses the second one as well. Fletcher pulls down the rebound, so the lead remains 2.
Gotta be smart here, Lincoln. Get a good shot.
The first game we had today went to overtime. This one's shaping up like it could as well. Fletcher at the free throw line, pulls back out. Now Rory has it. 10 on the shot clock. Rory pulls up for 3. Won't go, and the rebound by Njai. Now to Watson, and Watson will bring it up, being guarded by Satterwhite. 3:03 remaining. Diotta back up top now to Watson. 15 on the shot clock. Watson has it knocked away, and the travel is called. Giving it back to Army-Navy.
Yeah, good defensive play. Just lost his footing there, Eckwood, and he got called for the travel. Now they're going to call possession? Did I hear that right?
No, they saying he didn't have possession.
Oh,
How
okay.
could it be a travel? And the referee was just explaining as Diotta goes up and scores it. Lead to 4. And Lincoln turns it over with 2:35 remaining.
Yeah, being too aggressive there with Satterwhite, lost the handle of the basketball.
Watson gets into the paint. Nice pass, but an offensive foul is going to be called before the shot attempt, a charge. And Watson gets called with the charge, his 3rd personal. That would have been a beautiful look.
But the defenses came to play here in the second half as they really shut down both of these offenses here. So every possession now has become key. As we were on a pace at halftime for an 80-point game, and we're going to fall far from that here with 2:18 to go.
Fletcher in the paint. Got to give Watson credit, chasing Rory around and yet still being effective on the offensive side. Ball is knocked away. Rory loses it, gives it back to Watson. Under 2 to go.
We read the double team, but it's made an errant pass for the turnover.
Diotta for 3. It's short, and the rebound is controlled by Davis of Lincoln. Davis is going to bring it up himself. And Rory, or excuse me, that's Fletcher. From straightaway, gets into the paint, puts up a shot, and we have a foul called. We'll send Fletcher to the free throw line for 1-1.
Yeah, it looked like maybe Morris tied him up.
One referee had a foul, and the other one, I believe, had a jump. Let's see what referee won. It is going to be a foul called.
Caleb Morrison, that's his 3rd.
His 3rd personal foul, 8th Warrior team foul. Back into the game, number 11, Deshaun Johnson. Shooting the 1-1 for the A's.
So Treshawn
And you like this.
Fletcher at the line shooting 1-1.
And you like this if you're Lincoln because you get now opportunities to score points without the clock moving. 139. That's off. That's golden right there because you can get back into this game with still maintaining some time here, so you don't have to kind of force and try to foul late in this contest.
And Fletcher knocks both free throws down. And the lead back down to 2. 1:39 left. Lincoln putting on a full court press. Watson forced to the side, and he is going to be fouled. And Watson will head to the line to shoot 2 because we're now in the double bonus.
Yeah, Oman Davis is going to get called for that foul.
Number 11, Kashawn Johnson.
Kashawn Johnson.
Wow.
4th personal foul, 10th Lincoln team foul. Shooting the double bonus for Army Navy, number 1, Devin Watson.
So Watson at the line shooting 2. First free throw is up and good. And Watson has been a key factor in today's game, not only scoring but distributing the basketball as well. And he goes to the line and knocks both free throws down. And we have a timeout on the court as Devin Watson scored his 24th.
Unbelievable to hit his average. He averages 23.3 a game, so he's right on target. He's done his job today.
So timeout on the court, 1:34 left, 67-63 as Army-Navy leads.
Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter, and you can have access to thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the action from every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
We got to start thinking who our player of the game is going to be. Obviously, a lot can happen between now and a minute 34. But right now, Devin Watson for Army-Navy would be the key leader, I believe, for Army-Navy. And Lincoln can somehow pull it out here as they trail by 4. Still plenty of time, but if they pull it out, again, depending on who helps them pull this out. But as of right now, you would go between Rory, who had that monster first half, but it's been really quiet here in the second, and Fletcher has been pretty consistent here in the 4th.
Yeah, I agree with you.
We have a foul called on Watson, and that's going to be, I believe, number 4.
Foul charge number 1, Devin
And that
Watson.
will send
Foul.
Eckwood to the line
Warrior team foul.
for 1-1.
Yeah, not a smart foul there by Watson. Kind of got lost defensively there and then guarded with his hands. And I just remember my coach saying that is a lost proposition when you have to guard with your hands instead of your feet.
And Eckwood knocks down the front ends.
Number 21, Josh Eckwood.
It makes it a one-possession basketball game.
Still is one possession here.
Yeah, that's true.
With the 3, this would make
yeah.
it just the 2. Eckwood at the line and misses a second. Offensive rebound momentarily by
Loose
Lincoln.
ball.
They get it back. Rory, a wide open 3, misses. And the rebound comes down to Torres of Army-Navy.
Rory had the look, just couldn't hit that 3.
Watson quickly drives in, swings it out. Diatta for 3. Got it!
3-point bucket number 3, Akachi Diatta.
Big basket right there by Dada. Stood his ground, hit that 3.
Fletcher drives in. He is fouled. Njai blocks it away, but I believe the foul was called before the block.
Foul charge number 3, Akachi Diatta.
Yeah, Diatta called with his 4th personal.
10th Warrior team foul.
And Fletcher will head to the line to shoot 2.
Number 4, Treshawn Fletcher.
Second one is good. So Lincoln doesn't have to foul yet. Still 58 seconds left. Putting on a press here.
Bad pass by Watson, almost threw over the head of Morris.
And we have a 10-second count. But the referee, the coaching staff say, wait a minute, how is it a 10-second count when the clock is showing 26 seconds on the shot clock?
That's always a good question. Let's see how he answers that one.
And all the coaching staff for Army-Navy is pointing over there saying, hey, look, there's 26 on the shot clock. But it's on the referee's count, not when the shot clock goes off.
Right, and they might have started it late. And that's what he's saying to the head coach. Don't look at the shot clock. Look at me. Tough call right there. But off that inbounds, that had disaster written all over it after Watson's bad pass.
Lincoln gets another opportunity, but Fletcher misses in a shot on the rebound attempt. But I believe that will send NJ to the free throw line, so might be a good thing for Lincoln.
Yeah, I think the big man arm was held there by Fletcher as they were battling for the rebound. That's going to be his fifth.
Yeah, he's out. He missed the shot. Obviously, if you're Lincoln, you want the shot to fall, but best case scenario after that would be for NJ to get fouled and send him to the free throw line rather than anybody else on the floor.
16 points for Trayshawn Fletcher as he fouls out. And if you're Army and Navy, ideally you would love to get 2, but if you could get 1 out of 2 here, and that'll give you a 5-point lead, and stranger things have happened, but that'd be a nice cushion to have against the Lincoln Abes.
For the Warriors, number 5, Shea Njai.
So NJ at the line, shooting 2. First one is up and good.
That's a good stroke for a big man from the foul line. That's always the hardest thing for guys of his height, to be consistent from the foul line.
Second one up and second one no good. You jinxed him, Thomas. 5-point lead. Rory will fire a 3 and he'll miss it. The rebound is controlled by Watson with 31 seconds remaining. Watson trying to get rid of it as Lincoln looking to foul. Torres or to Diatta, 26 seconds left, and Diatta is finally fouled with 23 seconds remaining. And if Diatta can make 2 of these, it will make it a 3-possession game and look like Army-Navy may be able to hold on to this one.
Yeah, I like the way Watson off that inbounds brought the defense towards him, and that kind of opened it up for Army-Navy. Gave it over to Morris, who quickly got it over the 10-second line, and they put it in the hands of Diatta, obviously one of their top free throw shooters.
And misses it. Or I'm sorry, makes it. Makes the first one.
I was like, man, I can't jinx 2 players in a row.
That's how you do the double check there.
I was ready to put that in my scorecard.
And misses the second. So still a 3-possession game, or a 2-possession game. Rory up top. 3-point shot up and rims out from Satterwhite. And the rebound comes down to Watson, and Watson is fouled with 9 seconds remaining, and this should wrap it up here as Watson will head to the line to shoot 2.
And they got hit in the nose as he, after that rebound, gave it out to Watson. Somebody went after the ball, obviously nothing intentional there. But nice win by Army-Navy, Andrew. Got off to that slow start. Looked like they were going to get run out of this building, down at 1 point, 11-2. They called the timeout, and it kind of brought them back into the game. And really here in the second half, they kind of got back into it and obviously extended their lead here to a nice, comfortable win.
So Watson knocks them both down, 26 points for the evening or the afternoon. Lincoln fires up a 3, goes out of bounds to Army-Navy with 4.2. And assuming that Lincoln doesn't foul here, this one will be all over as soon as the ball is inbounded.
Oh, nice.
It's stolen, but that will do it. The bucket counts. So 74-68.
That makes your final score.
As Warren puts up a shot at the buzzer and counts it. But 74-68 is the final. And Army-Navy will walk away with the victory. We'll try to grab Devin Watson, our player of the game. We had 26 points and numerous assists as well. And we'll be back in just a bit.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect.
prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
To 68. With us now, our player of the game, Devin Watson. Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you.
Now, you finished with 26 points. Don't have your exact total on assists, but it had to be double figures or close to it. Talk about your performance tonight.
Well, I just wanted to come out here, play hard, move the ball around, and look for my shot when it's open.
Now, you guys fell behind early and trailed at halftime. What happened late in that second quarter and at half to get the game kind of changed to your momentum?
We just had to slow it down. They were trapping us, so we had to move the ball around, get it to our big guy in the post, and let him go to work.
How is it playing with the 7-footer as a point guard?
It feels good. I know that if I let my man get by me, he's going to be there, and he's a big presence on offense and defense.
Now, you're a junior putting up numbers like this. I know you have schools looking at you now. Do you have any kind of favorites right now? Are you leaning toward any way?
I want to say USD.
Okay.
You know, I'm liking them. But I'm going to be looking at everybody, you know, whoever's interested in me.
Now, how's this tournament going to help you out? I mean, you guys are one of the best teams here in San Diego, playing against teams from outside of San Diego. How's it going to help you come league play in January?
It's going to help us a lot because we know the teams from different places, they're a lot stronger than the people in our conference, so that's going to give us a big boost when we go to the league.
That was Devin Watson, our player of the game here on PlayOnSports.com. Congratulations.
Thank you.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot.